Good afternoon, me old spot of Dactysis, Dinkles and Popty Pings, and how the devil are ya? I hope you're well. This video is sponsored by, this is going to be a right pain in the arse.com. I think we'll title this video, Can I Get This Artic Back Out of This Tight Housing Estate? Because there's only one way out, and that's where we're going. I'm just going to come off this curb, and then I'll have to level it out. Because we've been on here once this morning. We tipped the first load. There was another guy in after me, then I had to go away and come back with another load. For 12:30, and I got back here at 20 past. I think it was either 20 past or 12, one of the two. Let me just get on level flat ground here, just level this trailer off. So I came back here for the agreed time. I was back here for just before 12:30, and they've had problems on site. I don't know what the crack was, but we've been sat here all afternoon. The other guy was still tipping. Now this is going to be really difficult. These cars have disappeared this morning. Obviously, the time now is 4:45. So I really am going to be up against them. Let me just put my tweezers on. Transport Services Limited, Stop 110, order destination. These cars have gone this morning. I'm just trying to ignore this, what's coming through here. I'm going to have no choice. I'm going to have to take this curb here. These cars have gone this morning, but obviously it's 4:45 now, so they're all coming back from work, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? It's really tight to get out of here. You can get out, it's doable. We'll just have to be extra mindful. I had to come up that curb then because I don't really want to run up this curb on the passenger side because it's quite high. So we're just taking our time, just mindful, just coming up to brush along that curb now with my tyres, just mindful now in this mirror to see where this trailer's going to end up. Now we've two choices here. We can either spin it round in this hammerhead, or the way I went out this morning was to turn right and just follow my nose out through this estate, and I'm going to do that, just mindful of these two pedestrians. Obviously car coming round, some mirrors, even though it's coming round in front of me. Again, this is not handy, there's a van on this corner, so I've no choice. I'm going to have to take this curb now. I'm going to have to come up this curb, you see. I don't like doing it, but there's a van on this corner. It wasn't here this morning. This is going to be extremely tight. I don't want to clip anybody's bushes or anything. So this is an existing housing estate, what's been built, and then they're still putting apartments up on it. So again, I'm going to have to come over onto this curb now. Just watch. Just watch. I don't want to clip these bushes, you see. Just looking out the back here. We're alright, we've not touched out. I'm just mindful now where this trailer is, the headboard, in relation to this van on the corner. We're getting round it, it's no bother. There's just some bushes on this side of me now, and I'm just mindful, mirrors. Just wanting to know where this car is. Just have to come out my seat a minute. I don't want to touch these bushes, just take it nice and wide over so we don't take these bushes with us. Because bearing in mind this is an existing housing estate now, the people have long since moved in here, bought the houses and whatnot, and yeah, it happens. These are the things that we do. So I'm aware that I've still got my seatbelt off. Again, just mindful here now of these two cars. It's that time of day now. This morning when I came in here, first thing, yeah, there were still a few cars knocking about, but most of the people were out at work, and when I come back at dinner time, at lunchtime, it was still fine. You know, it's 10:05 in the afternoon now. Most people are coming home from work. It's going to get bloody busy. There is a factory down here as well, what we've got to go past, and there's double parked cars on either side. just take my tweezers off. So we're on our way to Ellesmere Port. I'll just pull over, then I can sort this out. Just 1 second, I'll just put my hazards on a second. I'll just clear this job off here. That's not the one I want. Come on. Right, accept that start.
Order started. Head Transport Services Limited. So 110.
Right, we're going to Ellesmere Port. That's going to be tomorrow's load. It's just one of them things where we've been... The next lad what was tipping after me, I seemed to get tipped alright this morning, but the next lad took ages to get tipped. They were having problems on site with one thing or another. By the time I came back, he was still a long while off tipping. So I had to wait then behind him, and he's been gone about a good hour and a bit. And obviously I had to wait to get tipped. Just mindful. It's very kind of them. They've put the cones out to stop people parking. The way in was just like this, but worse. It's one way in, one way out. It was a heck of a lot tighter. Actually, this is not so bad now. But I came out here this afternoon, late on this morning, to go for this next load, to go and pick it up at Warrington down the road near Lymm. This was all double parked with cars from this factory, so it just mirrors. It does get tighter where we're going to be coming out in a bit. So I want to be making my way to the M56, and I'm going to throw it onto just mirrors, mindful. I don't know where you're going to go, mate. You just pull up there and I'll offer him up and just tickle and feckling and just roll on through you. Just mindful here. Yeah, the other one just pulls in. Go on, why not? Just cause havoc for us, pal. I'm not going to get through there, mate. You're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go back, love. There's nowhere I can go. She shouldn't have come through. I was committed, and she decided to come through like the other one did. I couldn't go back then. There were a parked car behind me. There's no way I could have gone back. That other car come through and pulled up so I could get past it, and she followed suit. Sorry, love, you can be aggravated with me all you want, but once I'm committed, I'm committed. She's not happy, but she shouldn't have come through. If I'd already committed myself, don't come through, there's no way for me to go. Yeah, the other way in was it turned down here on the left, and it was down through this horribly tight chicane at the back of that mill. And it was bloody tight, it was, but I got through it this morning, but
100 yards,
it would have been tricky getting
right.
back. This guy's committed, so I'm just going to back off here and let him come through. Or her, whatever the case may be. Some mirrors. Lovely autumn time, all the leaves are turning, falling off the trees. Yeah, this is not your regular artic work of bloody going to a big retail distribution centre and backing on a bear. This is actually getting amongst it in and out of housing estates, do you know what I mean? It's tight. The bonus for us is we're now empty, we've tipped, so they're not the best of streets to come down these. We're going to make a right hand turn down here onto the A56, Altrincham. So just mirrors, mindful, there's a few pedestrians knocking about and the traffic's pretty busy. They shouldn't be parking on them hatchings in front of me, so technically speaking we should be able to get straight out because there's yellow hatchings, there's yellow crosses in front of us. So they shouldn't be blocking it, but you're guaranteed they will. There's one blocking it already now, make that two. So these are going to stuff us up now. We can't get out here, you know. There's two cars blocking my exit. Now the lights have changed on the left hand side, so they're all going to start creeping forward. Hopefully nobody else should block us now. That's what these hatchings are for. This is the A56 at Altrincham in Greater Manchester, and like I said, it's busy now. I didn't think I was going to get that second load off. I thought I was going to have to find some way to park up round here. Now this is not handy now, this car turning, this is going to stuff us up because there's a parked car at the back of us and there's a car come up my arse. There's nothing I can do. It's the only way in and out of sight, unfortunately. It's not handy. This is where people start getting aggravated with you. I'm just mindful in these mirrors, there's a lot of pedestrians coming as well. Right, them lights have changed, so that should allow us to get out. So just mindful, there's pedestrians on my left in this side street. Cars just come round. We need a nice wide swing. But turn on now. Take it back off again. Just feather it round. Just tickling and fettling. There we go, we're out. This is the A56 at Altrincham in Greater Manchester. So we're going to just run you down to Lim truck stop. I'm going to get something to eat there. I've had some bits and bats to eat today, but not proper. So just mirrors, mindful, this one's just stuck out into my lane. It should be turning left, but you never know, so we'll just hold back. No point me drawing alongside of it just in case it changes its mind and it wants to go down where we are in the same lane. So mirrors, there is a learner in front of us here on the right hand side and a car just pulled up behind it. Two lanes are going to go into one after these traffic lights, so we're just mindful. Lights are changing, some mirrors. I think the learner's stalled it, so that's handy for us. Feel sorry for them, but you know, that's handy for us. We're away. That learner's now going to slot in behind us. They definitely stalled it then. Quick recovery, but you snooze, you lose. We're away. We're no point man, apart from this car what's just pulling out on us, make that two. Some mirrors, there is a junction here, there's a couple of cars, this one's turning in, there is one going to be waiting to come out. We might as well kill two birds with one stone, or he's done it for us, he's letting them out. Some mirrors, we're moving. We're still point man. Yeah, if I had to park there last night, I don't know how I would have tonight, if I couldn't have got tipped tonight, and I had to park there, I would have just tried to leave it there where it was and just walk into town here and go up for me tea or something. I don't know what I would have done. They would have probably sent me off site because you would probably wouldn't have been able to park on that housing estate. Oh, you'd have needed bloody signs out, cones out, 24-hour security and bloody all sorts. Some mirrors, lights have changed on green. Again, two lanes now are going to come back into one. Some mirrors. Parked vehicles on left. I'm assuming this is Altrincham, I think it is. No point braying on through here. Well, I have been down this road once already today, so I know exactly where it's going to spit me out. It's going to put me onto M56 motorway. There's no point me braying on. It's that time of night. Road conditions are wet, it's pissed down all day, it's been a shitty crap day weather-wise. He's waiting to come out, pedestrian jogger just come to traffic lights. Mirrors were clear, we're going. We are in a 30 zone, however. I think that's a school upright. Most of the kids should have come out of school now, probably caretakers locking up. But you never know, somebody might be on detention. mirrors. Lights have changed. Yeah, them pedestrians in that side street when I was coming out where them actions are, they was trying to piss about, and as I was turning, they was trying to shout things to us. Whoa, whoa! And you've got to have eyes up your arse and just keep your eye on them. I knew I was clear. If you listen to them, you'll end up slamming on thinking you've hit something, do you know what I mean? But you've just got to have eyes up your arse, know where you are, know your surroundings, and also know your angles. You kind of get used to it after a while. So temporary traffic lights here, pedestrians waiting cross from right hand side, busy junction, traffic turning left and waiting come out from the right, mirrors as we come through, and again. You kind of get used to your angles, so you know exactly where the back end of that trailer's going to swing. You know how much you need to come out towards the curb on the opposite side of the road, and you know when to put the turn on and when to take it off. But you've also got to have eyes up your arse whilst you're doing it in your mirrors, because them they were young lads and they were just fucking about. Whoa lad, pulling out on my mirrors. Aye, thank you, you're alright. Yeah, you're welcome, pal. You just get yourself out some mirrors. We're going to come across this white line coming round the bus. Also mindful now, pedestrians coming off this bus. Somebody might decide to run out. We might be here a while. I think the bus will get out before us, because I don't think anyone's going to stop for us to let us out. Should have a lull in the battle after this van. Mirrors. Got to take a nice wide swing, you see. Again, just mindful of anybody running out in front of it. You never know. Yeah, they was buggering about, trying to spook me and just fucking about, you know what I mean, and shouting stuff. You just got to have eyes on them. I'm also mindful of them trying to pinch stuff off the back of the trailer or something, or maul with stuff, do you know what I mean? So mirrors, this moon ball what shot past us, he's got no progress, he's realised he's missed his bloody turning for Denzel Didi side of gardens or whatever, so he should be up there. He's looking for a dogging lane up there, taxi him up. So he's got no progress scooting past us like he did. However, it looks like a lovely old building. I don't know what the frigging is, but it looks nice. Just through them bushes though. Again, we're in A40 now, but there's no point braying on. Road conditions are wet. We're back into two lanes now. Lights are on red, so there's no point braying on, is there? Just offer him up, just tickling and fettling. Steady Eddie, pal. I'm also trying to think of where I'm going to park tonight. I have an idea in mind. We'll go get to Lim Truck Stop first and get some at tea. Some mirrors, lights are changing. Coming from 14 to 50, cars just over 2 minutes coming in, coming back in. Heavy traffic behind me now, some mirrors. Still 2 lanes, tight lane I might add. Traffic's getting heavier, road conditions are still wet. Just mindful of this van now, it's going to come out. There's a car behind it, I can see its headlights. I think this is a petrol station, just mindful here. They all think they can get out before wagging, and then all of a sudden you're bearing down on them at a rapid rate of knots and they shit themselves. And they blow their horns like it's your fault.
After 800 yards, go round the roundabout, second exit.
So we're going to be going on towards the M56, according to El Twaticus Navicus, in 500 yards. Some mirrors. Still 2 lanes, still in a 50, dropping down hill, lights are on red at bottom, mirrors. Road conditions are still very wet. It's pissed it down all day on and off really. There you go, we want the M56 Chester. Some mirrors, just mindful
Go
here
round
now.
the roundabout, second exit.
Some mirrors, one coming overtaking us, stay in this lane, it should take us round nicely, mirrors. Should be a left hand turn in here onto the M56 for
go round the roundabout.
Chester, Warrington, Northwich, blah blah blah. Should be a right hand turn in at the top, however, this lane should swing us round
After
nicely.
200 yards, go round the roundabout, first exit, then take the exit. Go round the roundabout.
Some mirrors, lights have
first
just changed
exit,
onto green.
Then take the exit.
I've no idea what she's babbling on about. It's just background noise. Some mirrors. Is this Vorza or is it the highways men, the zookeepers? There's 2 of them. Highways, I think. Some mirrors as we come round. Signals on.
After 500 yards, take the exit, then take the motorway. Take the exit.
Right, so we
then
want a
take the
left-hand
motorway.
turning at the bottom here, which is a tight, sharp, bloody bend going round, and then that'll spit us on that way on the M56. Just run it down to the truck stop. Some mirrors. Actually, no, we're coming the opposite way. We're not going to go anywhere near Lim Truck Stop. Lim Truck Stop's the other way, isn't it? I think. We'll sort something out. I have a rough idea where I'm going to go and have a look for park up tonight anyway, so we'll sort something out. Some mirrors, signals on because we're now joining from the left. Lucky break there, there's nothing now in our lane. One car and a van just moving over nicely for me. Mirrors as we come on, mirrors, signals off, progress. Wind's picking up a bit now, you can hear it. Some mirrors. So just mindful, just closing up on this traffic here in front. In fact, I think we do come off towards Lim Truck Stop here. I'm pretty sure we do. We do. I should know. I've frigging been this way this morning to pick up the second load. The back of Lim. Yeah, 3 miles. I thought so. And a idle day, swining do, stinking rotten swining, bloody doodle doo. I don't want to stay at a services tonight. I've got a place in mind where I'm going to try and tuck him into. I'm going to try if I can and tuck him in right outside my old stomping ground at Jenkins Runcorn Depot. About right outside of the fucking gate, really. Obviously with enough room so wagons can get past me, but be alright. So if that's the case, you won't see this video until tomorrow. 20 bloody swaining shit. I dicky dum dum a dicky doo. I don't pray to begin by. Or words to that effect, anyway. In fact, I've got food in, bollocks to it. We'll just go straight to Runcorn. I'm just going to go straight to Jenkins' yard at Runcorn. I'm going to try me, well, I'm going to try and get in there, turn it round. I'll just tell the fella I want to turn around, and then I'm going to come outside and park up right outside at frigging gate. Within reason, obviously. I'm not going to park literally there, then nobody can get past me, but I'll put him in just up the way a bit. Yeah, this is Limpsey. Stinking swaining shoe. Right, so we're going past Lim, we're not going to Lim truck stop. So we'll pray on some mirrors as we're coming out. We're now going to start hopefully overtaking this traffic. So yeah, when you see an Arctic driving on a motorway, if you're in a car and you're driving on a motorway and you see an Arctic like this, you often think to yourself, I wonder where they've just been, or I wonder where they've just come from. They don't know where we've just come off an housing estate, do they? But here it's one of them, there was no other way in and out of that site. And it was what it was, do you know what I mean? It were tricky. Night I'm not used to. Night I've not done before. Nothing's a bother these days. It's the tighter it is, the better you seem to do. So just mirrors, I'm just mindful. This red car's coming off there. I just caught sight of it. It went in my blind spot for a bit. So mirrors, we're now going to come back into lane one. We're just mindful that I'm going to start catching this blue one. It's kind of meandering. It's at that pace where it's not going anywhere fast, and do you know what I mean? It could do it up in its mile an hour a little bit. Some mirrors, we're now catching it, bearing down on it. It's like playing back and forth with speed. It's just like a meandering dawdle. They're not quite sure what they're doing. The lights are on, but nobody's quite at home, if that makes sense. In the nicest possible way. The lights are on, but there's nobody really behind the wheel. You know what I mean? They're just dawdling. And all of a sudden they'll look up and they go, oh, I better put my foot down, this truck's overtaking me. So mirrors, I'm staying out in lane 2 because there's a slip road here. You can already see 2 cars joining. Just having a look. There is traffic coming down it, so we'll just stay out in lane 2. It's a white car, I don't know when it's going to come out. So mirrors, it's right. We're coming back in. Yeah, nothing phases me anymore with this. It's just, you know, the tighter the sights. I'm just used to it. I'm used to doing tight sights and trying to get around tight roads. I mean, I had no choice with that when we was coming out of off that side. Then with that van on the corner positioned the way it was, and the 2 cars on the other corner, I had no choice but to go up the curb a little bit to get round. Otherwise, the first one, I would have knocked that red car and the white car into the middle of next week and dragged them round the corner with me had I not done. And had I tried to make that next turning where the van was parked on the corner, if I hadn't took that curb and come up it, I would have never have got round. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't like going up curbs, but it can't be helped. And you've got to do it, keep it to bare minimum, and get on and off as quick as you bloody can. You know, you can't afford for me, I've not took it right this corner, so I'll reverse again, and you're reversing back and forth on the same curve. You can't be doing that. Well, you can, but it's not sexy, is it? Let's have it right. Some mirrors. Some mirrors, just mindful now of catching this black car. There's also quite a bit of heavy traffic. There's one I heard shoulder with hazards on. I'm just poised ready, getting ready to come out, because I have a feeling most of these are going to want off at this junction, just the way this blue car's filtering in. So my signal's on now, mirrors are coming out. The way that blue car, this little Suzuki Swift just come in here, tells me that 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5, 6 and 7 with that van are all going to come off here at junction 10. Let's just see them right. Half a mile. I think all these are coming off here. I don't know, it's weird, you just get a sixth sense for what they're going to be doing. And every one of them could have made a bit of progress and gone on. Yeah, they're coming off. I don't know about the van, but this one is. So this one's just put its indicator on now. The one behind, they're all coming off, every one of them. I think this van's going to come off as well, but it's not indicated. No? No? Yeah? No? Maybe so? There you go, see. Probably looking on his phone. Yep, he's texting a message. Or he's swiping right on bloody Binder or whatever it is. Gusinter. Anyway, we're back in, so just mindful. They're all coming off there at junction 10. Every one of them, I can see in mirrors. Mindful, one coming down Slip Road. Just having a look here now, as well as looking in the other mirror. There's nothing on that Slip Road now, so we'll just hold our course. So I'll get parked up at outside of Jenkins at Runcorn. I'll put my tea on and I'll start looking where I'm going tomorrow. I know it's Ellesmere Port. I think I'm going to be loading for Peterborough. I think it's going to be a load of steel I'm picking up. Stinking rotten blood is wading shoe. Today's Wednesday. This is the first video I've done this week, actually. Yesterday and the day before, I wasn't really up for it. I've had a lot on me. I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, to be honest. I don't want to talk about it, but some personal things going on offline. So I don't want to churn the videos out just for the sake of putting something out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just mindful here of any traffic coming past us and think, I'll quickly filter in because I'm coming off at junction 11, do you know what I mean? So we are just approaching junction 11. We're going to be coming off at junction 12. According to Altrincham Navicus, if I keep on this route, in 12 miles, I know what it's going to take me for Ellesmere Port, and I'll get there at 5:45. Time now is 18 minutes past 5. So what? 25 minutes, half an hour away from site, so just mirrors. Again, I have a feeling this black car is going to want off here at junction 11. You can just tell sometimes the way they pass you and filter straight back in. He's going a bit fast though, so I could be wrong. So we can get parked up here. No, I'm wrong, he's not, he's going into lane 2. We can get parked up here outside of Jenkins. Should be alright. I'll probably just crack on it more. I'll have a look where I'm going. I'll have a look, see if there's anywhere parked nearby. I might ask the question to office actually, can I park on site? But first things first, I'm going to get fed. I'm going to feed myself. Some mirrors, just mindful. There's one coming down this slip road. I can't see anything immediately. I'm just in this mirror now. There is one there in mirror. It was in blind spot. I can just see it in mirror now. It's no bother. It's no issue. We'll get past before it joins. Just mindful of my speed. We are dropping downhill. coming off at junction 12 here, some mirrors with a mile off yet, but I'm just mindful I'm closing in on this silver Honda. So I'll just come off that gas, we're just rolling. Just roll. Not in that sense, I don't want to roll it over, we'll just roll on down Phil. A little bit of gas again now. So it's an interesting slip road is this. We come off the slip road and we want to keep left. However, towards the bottom the curb bloody tightens. We're going to go left at the bottom, so I always try to straggle the lane if I can, because it does really tighten the curb. And if you keep in the lane, you'll run the trailer wheels right up the fucking line. So I just always hope there's nothing at the side of it. Some mirrors. Mirrors, no gas, just rolling him down. I'm going to put my signal on now because I'm in between 3 and 200 yards. Honda's coming off with us. Some mirrors. Traffic's breaking up ahead. It's no issue to us, we're off here. They're going to be going over at Runcorn Bridge. Some mirrors. This Honda's not ideal, so we'll just back him off. It's not this curb here, it's further down at the bottom. There is another car coming off behind us actually, so we just have to be extra mindful now. Just back him off. I want this next car from going past me, because this curb just tightens here at the bottom. So I need to be right over towards this white line. I've no choice, I can't straggle lane now because everything's coming down, it's really busy. I'm just going to back it right off here. Just back it right off, because otherwise, if you keep over tight at curb, you run your trailer straight up and over the fucker. So I just try and straggle a little tiny, pinch a little tiny bit at lane. Not much, but just a little bit. So signals on, we're going left here. Otherwise, if you don't, your tyres will scrape all up the bloody curbs and run over it. Some mirrors, we're going right here onto this industrial estate. Ashville Industrial Estate. This is where Jenkins' yard is at Runcorn basically. It's a Runcorn depot. I've stayed here 1,001 times, but it's one of them now, I can't. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We don't even have to go into Jenkins' yard. Instead of turning left here, and then we'd have to turn right into Jenkins' yard and try and turn round.
Turn left.
We'll go to the bottom here, we'll turn left, and then we'll turn left again, and we'll back up as far back as we can get away with towards Jenkins' Gate. There's 24-hour security on it, so I know my fuel will be safe. Some mirrors. I have got 3/4 of a tank, by the way. I mean, if not, we'll pull it into one of these here, it's no bother. So down at the bottom here on the right hand side, if I turn right at the bottom, is Jenkins Depot. So what I'm hoping to do now is turn left and then just back up as far as I can get away with, close towards Jenkins Gate. Some mirrors.
Turn left.
Ideally, I want to try and slot it in here. That'd be grand. If I can slot it in here, in between this fence, we'd be alright. Now there is a car just coming out of Jenkins, so we're just mindful. Where are you going, pal? He's going left. So WS share this yard as well. It's not just, it's Jenkins' yard, but WS do share it, so we're just mindful. So I want to keep off this corner if I can, because it's not handy. There's a WS just coming out here too. There's one coming in and one coming out, so I'm just going to try and back it up a little bit further. I just want to get off this corner. Just mindful where this WS lad's going. And we'll just pull it in here. I'll just pull it in over here. We'll let this guy come out, but obviously this won't come in. They're going to be calling me a right prick here now, aren't they? Let me just wind this window down. They're going to be calling me a right gobshite. So So I'm going to go and have a word with security and just see what crack is, and see if I can back down a little bit further. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been your old mate Borathea. Once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. But for now, I am out of here. Join me again on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.